Cheers, everybody. Welcome back to a big beer review. Reason why I say a big beer review because it's a big beer. This one. What it is? Me and my mate Matthew Barker, we kind of send parcels to each other, through the course of the year. And I have to say the parcel he sent me this time. I have to say it's been the best parcel he's ever sent. He's kind of like sent some bangers, and I'll send him back some dodgy stouts, but that's another story. So when I opened the box, I saw this beer and I thought, wow, this beer is going to be a good one. What we have is a triple IPA. Produced by 3 breweries, 2 in England, 1 in Los Angeles. So first of all, we have got, I'll show you the can. It says, what could go wrong? 10% triple IPA, super smashing great. Now, the brewers involved in this, we've got Track Brewing Company, which I think are in Manchester. We've got Green Cheek Beer Company, which I think are based in Walthamstow in London. And we've got the Highland Park Brewery, which are based in LA. So, there you go. Stunning looking can, I have to say. It says malt pilsner, malted oats, flaked oats. It says hops, Citra Cryo, Strata, yeast is LA3, it says. So I'll take it that the Highland Park Brewery supplied the yeast. It doesn't say, when you see these collabs, all these collaboration beers, different brewers collaborating to one beer, it doesn't really say what brewer brings what to the table. I think they should say, who brews it, who kind of like supplies the yeast, who supplies the hops or whatever, what premises it's brewed at. It's all a little bit confusing for the consumer, I have to say. But this is a big one, 10%. Matthew said it's a banger. Well, I think it is. I haven't even opened the can yet, but let's see what it's all about. I'm not picking up much from the ring. It's very much a clean citrus aroma for me. It's not giving much away. It does smell very clean. So let's whack this in. So I think there's going to be slight complexities with this beer. There's a lot what's gone into this. A lot of stuff what's gone into this beer. A lot of travelling about, most probably. A lot of stuff sent from America. A lot of stuff sent from Walthamstow. I would take it was brewed at Track Brewing Company. So there is a lot going on. Beer in a glass, look at it. It's got a couple of blobs of sediment there. If I'm going to show you that. I don't know if you can see it on the camera. There is a couple of blobs. Look at it. A beer looks like that. Very rare. It's going to taste dull. It's going to be packed full of flavour, that. Aroma. Again, little subtle notes, but there is slight complexities in it, because what I'm picking up is a lovely clean lemony smell with gooseberry, peach, apricot, plum. I could rattle off a lot of smells, a lot of fruits, but it's very, very subtle, if you know what I mean. They're there, but they're not really shouting from the rooftops. So I'm going to go in. So cheers, Matthew, mate. That is tremendous. That is absolutely tremendous. Where do we go with this one, boys and girls? I have to tell you, that beer is tremendous. I have to say that is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. 10%. And it's produced so much flavour in that. Right, let's go in. First off, the first impression, lovely, gorgeous fruity notes. Very much combined together. So you're getting your peach, your apricot, your lemon, all these notes, but they're so well kind of like combined together. It just gives a beautiful, beautiful fruit medley, if you want, of beautiful fruit notes together. It's absolutely wonderful. Again. No alcohol burn. You do not feel 10%. There is nothing in this beer that tells you it's 10%. Otherwise, it's got a very thick body to this beer, but that is all you get from it. There is nothing in here to tell you that, wow, I'm going to kick your ass after 4. It is absolutely sublime. Hardly any bitterness, so I would say it's quite low in IBU. It is a proper juice bomb, but you still get the characteristics of a beer in this beer. I've always said if a beer tastes too much like fruit juice, then for me, you do not, it does not feel like a beer. All I have to say on this is that there's so much going on with the fruit. You do get a yeasty presence in this beer to give you the impression of a beer. But it's so well crafted, so well brewed. I have to say, Matthew, you're a right little bugger, you. I'll tell you what, I have to say, this could be the beer of the year. I have to say, because it's absolutely gorgeous. I have to go in again. Beautiful swirl of slight creaminess to it, but predominantly the fruit notes, the yeasty notes, just work well so together. It's so well balanced. It's unreal. And it goes down so well. It's unreal. It really is. It's so well crafted. Is that, when I go into craft beer, it makes you think, where do we go from a certain point? How well a beer gets put, brewed, gets put together. Where do we go from there? And I think as time goes by, after craft beer came onto the scene and that, we get to a point where you think, where, we got to the top of a mountain, where do you go from here? And for me, this beer is very close to the top of the mountain. Where do you go? Where do you take the craft beer from this position further on? And for me, this beer is so well brewed, so well combined in flavour, so smooth around the mouth, got beautiful juicy notes, still gives you the impression of a beer, but it's so perfect, it's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. It knocks that ECAT on the head. The Salt ECAT was a brilliant beer. This is beyond brilliance. Where do we go? What's next? I have to say, boys and girls, this beer is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Matthew Barker, if you're watching this, where do we go from here? I have to say, boys and girls, would I buy this one again? I'll fucking buy a crate full of it. This is absolutely brilliant stuff. Thank you very much for watching this beer review. I don't know where we go from here. I have to go back to the macro. Thank you very much for watching this one. As ever, you all stars. And thank you for watching me. Thank you for subbing. And I shall see all of you on my next one. But in the meantime, I have to have the hard task of enjoying what I think is the best beer I've tasted this year. Cheers, everybody.